Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk back at with another video. And man, I just wanted to make this video um, because I'm pretty sure you saw from my my clip that I made. I was talking about the national media and um, how angry I was at what they did. And so um, I was gonna make an ether video. I'm sorry, I got a little bit distracted, but I was gonna make an ether video, but I just want to make this regular video because a lot of people in the national media they are doubting the Bears. Yeah, I get it. A third player got arrested, David Moore, due to gun possession on I think it was on drug and weapons charges. And that's the thing. I don't know what's going on. Like Illinois, they're very strict when it comes to gun laws, but it's like um with some of these guys, they got to be aware. Like they got to be aware of what they do. You know, probably. I mean, some of these players they're coming from a different, state. Depending on where they're coming from, depending on the gun laws is different from there as compared to Chicago. But they just got to be careful, man, for real. Like, and Ryan Poles, like, you got to do a better job of like trying to discipline these guys because I mean you want to make sure that you're setting the tone, you're setting the right culture for your team. And not only that, other people are looking, and when they see that the Bears like they can't get their players under control, they're gonna say, "Oh, it was." I mean, we already have it getting a bad rap. People are saying that we're going to be the worst team, and I'm going to get to my point later on today or later on in this video. But I mean, we're already getting a bad rap, and the thing is, we want to set a good culture within this organization. We don't want to set a negative connotation or a negative image within the Chicago Bears. But Ryan Poles, he's got to do a better job. But back to the video. Um, I'm pretty sure you guys saw my clip, even if you watched it or not. But ESPN, the Bleacher Report, um, all these national media outlets, Colin Cowherd, Ryan Clark, Louis Riddick, all these guys, they were talking about how the Bears, USA Today, all these media outlets, they were talking about how the Bears were going to be the worst team in the NFL, the worst team in the NFL, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Like it can't be further from the truth because if you look at all 32 teams are out there, if you look at teams like the Washington Redskins or Commanders, whatever, if you look at teams like the Houston Texans, if you look at teams like the Jaguars, how they overpaid for Christian Kirk, that $20 million deal that they gave him, and this guy is at best a second or third string wide receiver on a good team. Um, hell, like even the Jets, man, I think we're even better than the Jets. I can name you maybe five or six teams are that the Bears are better than. The Bears are in a better situation than those other teams. And you mean to tell me the Bears are like in the worst possible spot? Not even to mention to you that they're saying that the Lions are better than the Bears. They don't even have a stable quarterback. I don't believe Jared Goff is the right one, and I was wrong. Like until proven otherwise, you know, I don't know if Jared Goff is the guy, man. He's good, but not good enough. And he doesn't have the type of arm talent that Justin Fields have, in my opinion. Like, y'all almost went 0-17 for God's Christ's sake. 0-17 with Jared Goff at the helm. Like y'all were almost a defeated team. Y'all almost matched that 2008 record. Like, come on. If it wasn't for the Minnesota Vikings choking or the Arizona Cardinals choking, like, come on, y'all would have been a defeated team. Gone 0-17. But I digress, man. I mean, even with all our deficiencies, like if you look what happened last year with that whole QB situation with Andy Dalton and Justin Fields, them switching between reps, like that really affected Justin Fields' development. And the fact that you're having a new coach and Matt Eberflus who has a system put in place for him to succeed. That they have Luke Getsy who's running a bootleg RPO type of offense that's going to cater to Justin Fields' strengths. That alone is going to give us a couple of wins right there. That alone is going to give us a couple of wins right there. And not only that, we got a favorable schedule. We have one of the softest schedules upcoming in this NFL season. We have one of the easier schedules for this upcoming 2022-2023 NFL season. So you're meaning to tell me that the Bears are going to be one of the worst teams, that they're going to have one of the top draft picks in the 2023 NFL draft? Are you kidding me? Do you not know that we have a stud cornerback that we drafted from Washington, Kyler Gordon, who's projected to be a number one draft, or projected to be the first round draft pick? Do you not know that we also have a potential starting safety in Jaquan Brisker, a hybrid safety, one of the best coverage safeties in college football last year? Do you not know that we also drafted a wide receiver who led all wide receivers in college in terms of separation? That's another problem we had last year. We had wide receivers who cannot get enough separation. Couldn't get enough separation. That put Justin Fields in trouble. We didn't have any open wide receivers. And when Justin Fields was throwing the ball, he was trying to look for open wide receivers. He couldn't find that last year. None of our quarterbacks couldn't do that. Aside from Darnell Mooney a couple times. I mean, you had who was it? Marquise Goodwin at times, but he barely, got enough separation. But you have players who we signed in Byron Pringle. Byron Pringles, I think, was second in the NFL last year in separation. And you have Velus Jones, who has so much potential, who Justin Fields wanted. Justin Fields wanted this guy. He didn't want George Pickens. He didn't want Jalen Tolbert. He didn't want that kid from Cincinnati, Pierce. Forgot his name. He wanted Velus Jones because it's not always about the player. It's always about the player that fits the system. The system is the star. You can't say, oh, let's go sign Julio Jones. Oh, let's go sign Odell Beckham. You got to find the player that's going to fit the system. If you can find the player that can fit the system, by all means, you got to sign that player. Don't find a player that's not going to fit the system because they just have a name. That's not how football works. That's not how football works. You got to have a good organization that's going to put your quarterback in position to succeed. And not only that, you have to surround him with the best players that's going to tailor to his skill. You can't just say, "Oh, the Bears, they didn't help Justin Fields at all this season." Yes, they did. They helped him this season. It's the reason why you guys don't like the Bears is because you want to get money out of them. Because look at the Bears. They're a charter organization. They're the charter franchise of the NFL. They're the fact that the Bears have one of the largest fan bases in the United States. We're gonna freaking create a article where we're gonna get a lot of Chicago Bears fans riled up because they're gonna suck. And guess what? You guys just did that because you just want money. You guys just want money. You don't care about the substance. You guys have all these jobs, but you don't do your research. You don't do your proper research. You guys don't do your proper research. Yeah, of course the Lions, they had a good draft. Yeah, the Jaguars, they had a good draft, but I still don't think those type of teams are in a better situation than Justin Field or than the Chicago Bears. And when this season comes, when the NFL season starts, the Bears are just going to be putting their heads down. They're going to be putting their heads down, and they're going to get to work. They're going to put their big boy cleats on, like what Matt Eberflus said. When training camp comes, you better be prepared to run. You better be prepared to put on your big boy cleats because we're going to go fast and we're going to hit hard. And when the season starts, a lot of teams are going to be shocked. A lot of teams are going to be surprised that, man, the Chicago Bears are not meant to be played with. They're not meant to be played with. And just watch. Watch what happens. The Bears are going to prove a lot of people wrong. Prove a lot of people wrong. And when y'all come back to this video, I'm going to tell you, I told you so. I told you so. And you're going to get a rude awakening. But anyway, guys, this is your boy Kofi. I just wanted to make this video. Um, I think Tuesday I'm going to be doing a live stream with my boy Chuck. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to be talking about probably NBA, talking about whether Klay Thompson's a top 75, and other stuff. But anyway, guys, this is your boy Kofi, and yeah, man, I'm signing out. All right, peace.